if you're trying to become more efficient, let's say you're a manufacturing company that's trying to update your systems, as opposed to a company who's trying to expand into the Asian market, what is the bank friendlier to? That sort of that aggressive expansion, or a company who's just trying to be more efficient with their current revenue?
Right. I mean, we can look at that question in two ways. I love it because, you know, we love working with companies that are trying to become more efficient, because often a big piece of efficiency is cutting down costs, and financing costs, you know, bank interest and bank fees is traditionally a big cost that shows up on an income statement, where we love to step in to help people find, you know, negotiate better terms, etc. But the banks do appreciate businesses that are becoming more efficient. You know, they compare one business to another business to another business, all in the same industry, and that's their scope of what type of risk rating and what type of pricing they want to do it. They want to give on those businesses. They'll look at the margin if it's a manufacturer, so one or two or three manufacturers in the same industry manufacturing similar products. The company that's the most efficient obviously reports the best bottom line, makes it a lot easier to get financing. They love financing growth. We love financing companies that are growing, because that shows it's a good, healthy company, that what's hurting them from getting the financing or what's hurting them from growing, is the lack of access to capital. So we love stepping in and helping good, growing companies get financing. But a lot of the times the banks will look at it and say, oh, you're growing out of your means, or you should be putting in more of your own cash, or, you know, mortgaging your own house to take on this project.
Right.
So we like to, you know, structure things and work with clients in a way that when we present it to the bank, it's in the best light possible for the bank, so they can really understand the deal and make something happen. So
are you typically going to one bank, or are you kind of trying to split it up? How does that generally work?
So, I mean, deal to deal, it all just depends. We've got a large network of bankers, you know, from private lenders, bankers, credit unions, you know, the whole gamut. So in most cases, we'll be dealing with 2 to 3 bankers at a minimum, so to make sure that we're getting the best deal for our clients. And the best deal, people often turn to price, right? It's easy to say, oh, I'm getting a better deal because I'm paying prime plus 1, where
right.
my neighbor's paying, you know, prime plus 2. Whereas people really need to understand that the banks, they look at price for one, but they also look at security, and they're going to look at management. A big thing that has, you know, everything to do from the bank's approval side is management. What kind of input does management have? How long have they been in place? Have they been through a few economic cycles where when things go bad, they can still get through it? So not that management is something you're going to alter when you're going to the banks, but it's definitely looking at more at, you know, structuring something from a pricing standpoint and a security standpoint, and then obviously a total loan value amount as well.